So, I just wanted to hop on here and give everybody a kind of an update on what's been going on. And me and my wife decided we're gonna do like a long, like an actual full-blown video and post it to our YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That way we can actually have a full, you know, kind of detail everything, you know, tell everything that happened and get a full story of what happened, you know, and then also share specifically all of our thanks for everybody, you know what I mean? And I just wanted, cause y'all, I mean, I don't know if y'all really understand like how thankful of a person I am. I don't like to leave anybody out, and I mean like every single name, every single person that reached out, said anything, you know what I'm saying? The people that, you know, sent us a financial, some type of blessing like that, people that extended their offerings, you know, for us to come stay with them, you know what I'm saying, if we needed to. I definitely want to get all those thank yous and all those names and everything in a type of a format and be able to give that out and say those names and, you know, thank those people specifically. But now, and we'll do it in that fashion. Right now she's picking up our son from school. But yeah, man, we made it out all right. Nobody was physically injured. Too bad. The most that happened was my wife ended up, unfortunately, she did kind of stumble down the stairs, like the last about 6 stairs of the steps, because we were on the 2nd floor. So her hip is kind of been, her leg has kind of been bothering her that she fell on, and it is scraped up, like she scraped up her knee on her right leg and then her left leg down her shin. But other than that, like nobody was like burned or, you know, anything serious too bad, you know, especially considering how bad it could have been. Her sister had to get treated, you know, for possible smoke inhalation because she was in the living room where most of the smoke was coming into the apartment, and she was in her sleep, so she definitely probably inhaled most of it. But luckily, you know, the fact that she was asleep, she was breathing a lot. She wasn't breathing as heavy as you might be when you're wide awake. So, you know, they checked her out at the ambulance, and she did, you know, her oxygen level was where it needed to be. So she shouldn't have any lasting effects or anything like that. I was having a little bit of trouble breathing, and my voice is still kind of, it's a little weird, I guess, because, you know, I was standing straight up and breathing it in as I was trying to yell and, you know, tell the firefighters where we at and, you know, tell them we needed help and, you know, telling my family like where to go and go down the stairs and things like that. I did try to go to work today, but I did end up, you know, calling my supervisor and telling her that I needed to leave, just based off the fact that, I mean, I do work customer service and I'd have to talk on the phone all day, so I didn't want to like completely lose my voice. But the main takeaway I have for everybody, and this is the main thing that I've been saying to everybody who's asking me if we need anything, the main thing that I can say right now that I just want from everybody right now, outside of everything that you've already been doing, you know, everything that's been done is just, it's mind-blowing but not surprising. And what I mean is everybody that's reached out and everybody that has, you know, sent their condolences, you know, sent everything, anything that you've done. I don't care if we just, you know, you thought about us. That's more than enough. It's more than enough. It's mind-blowing. But the reason why I say I'm not surprised is because despite everything that goes on in life and everything in the world, I never give up my faith in humanity. Like I tell people all the time, I have a ridiculously overly I have an extreme amount of optimism for the human race. You know, and I was telling one of my customers today, my last call before I got off, you know, the media will have you think that humans are careless, that we are, you know, very, very selfish, and nobody's selfless anymore, and nobody really cares about your problems, and nobody really cares what you're going through. You know, you're saying you got to suck it up and figure it out. And I'm here to tell you right now, and I've always felt like this, that's bullshit. That is complete bullshit. You know, I live in an apartment complex, and as most people know, if you've ever lived in an apartment complex, those are some of the most unfamiliar people that you ever would live around. You know, it's not like when you live in a neighborhood, you live in a house. and you're gonna be there for like 20, 30 years, you know, you don't really necessarily get to know your neighbors when you live in an apartment, because it's like y'all might be moving out in 3 months, so it's not really for me to learn and know everybody in my apartment complex. But you know, the amount of love and the amount of helpfulness that we got from our neighbor, especially Miss Tina, that stays straight across the way from us. Like, if you come down our stairs and just walk straight away from the building, the first neighbor that was right there, she gave us a shirt. She gave me a shirt. She gave me a jacket. She gave my wife a jacket. She made sure she let my kids stay in the apartment with her while I was checking on my wife and my sister-in-law in the ambulance. You know, she just told me like, hey, I got them. Like, don't even worry about it. Like, you know, I got them. They're here. They're safe. You know, just check on your wife and your sister-in-law. And all three of them ended up falling asleep. Like my son and my daughter and Miss Tina, they all ended up falling asleep on the couch. And, you know, I just kind of went in and checked on them periodically. But, you know, I literally have never met Miss Tina before Saturday. And I don't think I've ever even seen her walking around the apartment, since she stays literally not even 25 feet from my door. But, you know, and I mean, shout out to our downstairs neighbors, Jason and his wife. Jason actually ran up the stairs and was beating on the door when everything was on fire, as long as he could, trying to wake us up so that we could get out. And you know what I mean? Like, just the simple fact that he even had the presence of mind to be like, yo, like, I think they're home. I heard them upstairs. Let me go beat on the door and let me make sure that they're okay. And he didn't stop beating on the door until he just, you know, he couldn't stay up there because of the smoke. But the biggest thing that I've been asking of everybody, man, is just make sure, please, 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 man, we do this all the time at school, from pre-K all the way to high school to college. We do this all the time at work. Have some type of fire escape plan for you and your family. Have some type of fire drill, tornado drill, all of that, man, and do it often. You know what I mean? Like, I told everybody, man, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't me that got us down those stairs. It was God. Because at the end of the day, when I opened up that front door and I was telling Mackie, that's my sister-in-law, to go down the stairs with my daughter, and then I was going to send my wife with my son right behind her, and I was going to go out last just to make sure that I got everybody out before me. As soon as she stepped out the door, she immediately jumped back in the house just off of instinct, because it was so hot outside that door. And so I went to the balcony just to try and see if, you know, maybe we could jump down, or let me just, you know, go out there so I can try and catch my breath, and then just kind of figure out, you know, what else we might be able to do. And it was so much smoke because the wind was blowing it in that direction. I couldn't breathe out there either, and I couldn't see. So when I came back in the house, I panicked. And, you know, God just, he spoke to me. He was like, yo, you got to go down them stairs now. It's not an option. You know what it is. You know how y'all have to get out of here. It is what it is. Just go. And so I didn't hesitate. Once that hit me, I calmed down and just reacted and just did what I knew to do, you know. But it's like, you know, thinking back on it, you know, we didn't have like any type of plan. Like, you know, my kids don't know, like, you know, hey, if anything ever happens, you know, both of y'all make sure y'all hold hands and go with each other down the stairs, or go with each other out the house, to where y'all make sure that y'all two are good, because we're gonna be right behind you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't go hide in the closet, don't go hide in the bathroom, don't get in the bathtub, but don't do anything. If anything ever happens, you know, do this. And that's the main thing that I can try and express and get out of this lesson, is to just make sure that you have some type of plan in place for if there is some type of emergency that goes on. Make sure that you and your family are prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because naturally, nobody ever thinks that it's gonna be them. I sure didn't. You know what I mean? I never would have thought that this is what would have happened, you know, in my 36 years on this earth. I never would have thought that we'd be involved in a fire. You know what I'm saying? And like in a real way, like to the point where it's like we really could have died. Even if we hadn't have burnt, we easily could have died of smoke inhalation. And it's just, you know, one of those things where, you know, I just want everybody to learn and let me be a vessel. Since I'm still here, I just want to be able to you know, pass that on to y'all. That's just the main thing that's been on my heart to tell people, is to just make sure that your family is prepared, and make sure y'all have some type of fire drill that y'all practice often. You know, if I get anything else, you know, that comes to me and is placed on my heart to talk to y'all about, I'll share that. But that's my main thing I got for y'all, man. And, you know, much love and appreciation again to everybody that reached out, that said anything. You know what I'm saying? Me and my family definitely appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, me and my wife will make a actual full YouTube video and thank everybody, and post it on, I guess, our family channel or whatever. And in that way, you know. But big shout out to the Arlington Fire Department and the Pantego Fire Department. I know for me personally, I've always been a huge fan of the fire department in general, because when my oldest brother, when it passed away, when he was younger, they came out here, you know what I'm saying, to take care of him when he was younger. Like, there was an incident that happened, and you know, they're the reason why he was alive. So I've always had a special place in my heart for fire department personnel. You know what I mean, like, just from personal experience. But you know, it's even higher now, you know, given what just happened 2 days ago. So, you know, definitely, you know what I'm saying, big shouts out to all our first responders, fire, EMT, police department, you know, everybody involved. You know what I mean? Like, I can't thank everybody enough. To all my extended family, my family, whatever, gym family, my fraternal family, my Masonic family, everybody, you know, my Facebook family, my Jarvis family, everybody that's reached out. We definitely appreciate it. We love y'all, man. We just glad that we're here today. We just glad we're here. I don't really got no big, long, drawn out words that I thought of, but it's just placed on my heart for me to say something to y'all. We definitely appreciate it, man. We'll holler at y'all in a minute. Huff out. Love y'all.
You happy, baby?